Hello everyone! At this time, we are presenting a learning video with the material colligative properties of solution and colloids. This video is made to fulfill chemistry English assignments. If there are any shortcomings in the material or making the video, we hope that suggestion can be constructive for the good of making future video. Supporting lecture, Mem Afrida Ginting, Pits Edi, Group 3, Iksan Fajri Anda, Surya Panangian Munti, Rika Sophia Manulang, Ranti Evi Sondang Sianturi.
Definition of colligative properties of solution. The colligative property of a solution is a solution that does not depend on the type of substance, solid, but only depend on the concentration of the solute particles. The colligative nature. The solution consists of two types of properties, namely the colligative nature of the electrolyte solution and the colligative nature of the solution non-electrolyte solution. The first, colligative properties of non-electrolyte solution. All no colligative properties involve a solution. The colligative nature does not depend on the interaction of the solute and solute molecules, possibly depending on the amount of solute dissolved in a solution. Colligative properties consist of the decrease in vapor pressure, increase in boiling point, decrease in freezing point, and osmotic pressure. 1. Decrease vapor pressure. Liquid molecule then leave a surface will result in a liquid vapor pressure. The faster the liquid molecule turn in a vapor and the higher the pressure of the liquid vapor will be. If at pressure the liquid is dissolved by a solvent, they will not evaporate. Then the salt particle will reduce the evaporation process of the liquid molecule. For example, the Dead Sea with a decrease in the pressure of solvent vapor on solute then do not evaporate quickly. This water that was a very hot salt contained in a very hot and dry desert area, which is not related to the freezing, so that the concentration of solution will be higher. The equation of the decrease in vapor pressure to increase in boiling point. The boiling point of a liquid in the constant temperature at which a liquid boils. At this temperature, the vapor pressure of the liquid has an equation for the air pressure around it. This is caused by the evaporate of all parts of the liquid. The boiling point of a liquid can be measured by a pressure of 1 atmosphere. 3. Decrease freezing point. The presence of a solute in a solution will make a solution freezing point smaller than the freezing point of the solvent. Freezing point reduction equation. 4. Osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is the force required to balance the pressure of the solvent from the semipermeable membrane through the solution. A semipermeable membrane is a vessel through with solutes. According to Van Hoff, at the osmotic pressure, the solution is. The formula from drop in vapor pressure, delta P sama dengan P0 dikurang P. P0 lebih dari P. The formula from boiling point, delta TB sama dengan KB kali M. Delta TB sama dengan KB kali G per MR dikali 1000 per P. Delta TB sama dengan TB larutan dikurang TB pelarut. the formula from freezing point drop. Delta TF sama dengan KF kali M. Delta TF sama dengan KF kali G per MR kali 1000 per P. Delta TF sama dengan TF pelarut dikurang TF larutan. The formula from osmotic pressure. V sama dengan M kali R kali T.
Colligative properties of electrolyte solution. At the concentration of the colligative properties of the same electrolyte solution, it has a greater value than the colligative properties of non-electrolyte solutions, due to the large number of solute particles resulting from the ionization reaction of the electrolyte solution, which has been formulated in the Van Herp factor. The calculation of the colligative properties of electrolyte solutions will always be multiplied by the Van Herp factor as follows. I sama dengan 1 tambah N dikurang 1 dikali delta, di mana I adalah faktor Van Herp, N adalah jumlah koefisien kation, dan del alpha adalah derajat ionisasi. 1. Vapor pressure decrease. The formula for reducing vapor pressure uses the Van Herp factor as follows. Delta P sama dengan P0 dikali X terlarut kali I. 2. Increase in boiling point. The equation is delta TB sama dengan KB kali M kali I. Number 3, namely freezing point derivation, and the formula for the equation is delta TF sama dengan KF kali M kali I. And number 4, namely osmotic pressure. The equation is V sama dengan M kali R kali T kali I.
1. Definition of colloids. Colloid is defined as a heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances in which the particles of a substance measuring between 1 and 1000 nanometer are evenly dispersed in the medium of another substance. The substance that is dispersed as particle is called the dispersed phase, while the substance which is the medium for dispersing the particle is called the dispersing medium. Macroscopically, colloids look like solution in which a homogeneous mixture of solutes and solvent is formed. However, microscopically it looks like suspension, which is a heterogeneous mixture in which each component of the mixture tends to separate from one another. Coagulation. Dispersed phase is liquid, the dispersing phase is gas, colloid type is aerosol, colloid example is clouds. Dispersed phase is solid, the dispersing phase is gas, colloid type aerosol, colloid example smoke. Dispersed phase is gas, the dispersing phase is liquid, colloid type is foam, colloid example shot scum. Dispersed phase is liquid, the dispersing phase is liquid, colloid type is emulsi, colloid example mayonnaise. Dispersed phase is solid, the dispersing phase is liquid, colloid type is sol, colloid example pine. Dispersed phase is gas, the dispersing phase is solid, colloid type is solid foam, colloid example styrofoam. Dispersed phase is liquid, the dispersing phase is solid, colloid type is solid emulsion gel, colloid example jelly. Dispersed phase is solid, the dispersing phase is solid, colloid type is solid salt, colloid example black diamond. Colloid properties. Number 1. The Tyndall effect. When a beam of light is directed at a solution, the light is transmitted. However, when the light beam is directed at a colloid system, the light is scattered. This effect of scattering light by colloidal particles is called the Tyndall effect. The Tyndall effect can be used to different colloid system from solution. This scattering of light occurs because the size of the colloid particle is almost the same as the wavelength of visible light, 400 to 750. Number 2. Brownian motion. Microscopically, colloid particles move randomly in a broken path or zigzag in the dispersing medium. This movement is caused by a collision between colloidal particles and the dispersing medium. This random motion of particles is called Brownian motion. Brownian motion helps stabilize the colloidal particles so that there is no separation between the dispersed particles and the dispersing medium by the influence of the force of gravity. Colloid charge. A. Absorption. Colloid particles can absorb of other particles that are charged or uncharged on their surface. The absorption of particles on the surface of this substance is called absorption. Colloid particles can absorb ions from the dispersing medium so that these particles become electrically charged. The type of charge depends on the charge of the ions being absorbed. B. Electrophoresis. Colloid particles can move in electric field. This indicates that the colloidal particles are electrically charged. The movement of colloidal particles in an electric field where the charged particles move towards the electrode with the opposite charge is called electrophoresis. Positively charged colloids will move towards the negative electrode, while negatively charged colloid will move towards the positive electrode. Therefore, electrophoresis can be used to determine the type of colloidal charge and also to separate colloidal particles based on their particle size and charge. C. Coagulation. Similar electric charge from colloidal particles help stabilize the colloidal system. If the electric charge is lost, the colloidal particles will become unstable and combine to form clumps. This process of forming particles clumps is called coagulation. After these lumps become large enough, they will eventually settle under the influence of gravity. Coagulation can be done in 4 ways, namely: Number 1. Mechanical, that is by stirring, heating, or cooling. Using the principle of electrophoresis, in which negatively charged colloid particle will be coiled at the positive electrode and positively charged colloid particle will coagulate at the negative electrode if an electric current is applied long enough. Number 2. Adding electrolytes, where positive ions from the electrolyte will be attracted by negatively charged colloid particles and negative ions from the electrolyte will be attracted by positively charged colloid particles so that the colloid particles are surrounded by a second layer which has a charge opposite to the first layer. Number 3. Adding another colloid with opposite charge. where the two colloid systems with opposite charges will attract each other and absorb each other so that coagulation occurs. Coagulation can be prevented by the addition of a protective colloid, which is a colloid which functions to stabilize the dispersed colloid particle by wrapping the particles so that they cannot join together to form clumps.
Colloid making. Colloid. Making colloid by condensing. In this way, small particle of solution combine to become large particle, colloidal particle, which can be done by redox reaction. Example, making sulfur salts 2H2S plus SO2 menghasilkan 3S colloid plus 2H2O. Hydrolysis example, making FeOH3 salt by adding FeCl3 solution to boiling water. FeCl3 plus 3H2O menghasilkan FeOH3 colloid plus 3HCl. Multiple decomposition example, manufacture of AgCl salt. AgNO3 plus HCl menghasilkan AgCl colloid plus HNO3. 2. Preparation of colloids by method of dispersion. In this way, large particle suspension particles are broken down into smaller particle, colloidal particle, which can be done through a. Mechanical method. In this case, the coarse grains are crushed or ground with a colloid mill to a level of K. The fineness is then stirred in a dispersing medium. Example, salt sulfur can be made by grinding sulfur powder together with sugar. Then the fine powder is mixed with water. B. Method of baptization. In this method, large particles are broken down with the help of a precipitating agent. Example, the ALOH precipitate is baptized by AlCl, precipitated by H2S, and gelatin is baptized by water. C. The way of breeding bow. Method this is used to make metal salts such as Ag, Au, and Pt. The metal that will be used as colloid is used in an electrode which is immersed in this dispersing medium, and then the two ends of the electrode are given an electric jump.